It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, had that sensational brief run with the Giants in 2023, Tommy DeVito.
This guy seemingly came out of nowhere and instantly last year became a fan favorite all across the league, but I don't want to let the memes and whatnot fool you. He's a solid quarterback. When he came in, he played winning football, and hopefully that's the case here today.
1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, it's Robinson. Here's DeVito. That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Matthew Judon in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. DeVito. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. Now DeVito. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Avery Williams on the return. Whoa. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
In trouble, and down he goes. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Giants offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back is DeVito. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Giants.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, here's DeVito. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw, DeVito. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is DeVito. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Just when you're thinking defensively that you've got the play covered, the quarterback's able to tuck it down, escape, and somehow pick up the 1st down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will dive into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy, touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Gano on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center. The nose tackle. He's big. He's strong. He takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
Now Penix on 3rd, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the 1st quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the 2nd?
The Falcons getting their punter out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Give him 14 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Second down and 8. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught, Ray McLeod. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
We're going to go play action with Penix. He'll get this to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Give him 13 on that screen play and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the option, here's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Giants leading this one early. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Throwing is Penix. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Here's Penix. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And now it's 4th and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A carry here for Tracy. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And they're going to get a fresh set of downs. 1st down, up at the 17.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll run with Tracy. A short gain up to the 20. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? He'll try and get there on the ground.
And And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. To return is Williams. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
On play action, Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Second and 11. To throw is Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now DeVito. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to run it.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
So, first and 10 now from the 30. DeVito. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here's DeVito. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, second and a yard. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's second and 9. To throw, here's DeVito. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He's to the 10. And he's got another one. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Giants are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Williams now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. To the outside. Catch made by London.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw, DeVito. Now a screen set up for Tracy. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back is DeVito. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is DeVito. Pass pulled in by Tracy. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Open man, that's Slayton. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. To the left side in the hands of London.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Open man down the field, Mooney. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Again, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. From the gun, here is Penix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense, and their running back set to go once more. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll look to throw. Now he takes off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now DeVito. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
DeVito. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Penix. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now, deep ball for London. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Third down, 3 to go. They motion the slot man left. To throw, here's DeVito. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll get about 2. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one. Second down and 8. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's DeVito. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A carry here for Tracy. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going. They'll stay on the ground. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. To throw, DeVito. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be taken down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he will score again. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will add 1 more onto their big lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy. But, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Falcons cut into the lead a little bit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with him again. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Now a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Giants sending out their punter as he's on to punt for the second time. This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On the give, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Robinson. We'll get this to about midfield. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Penix. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just a disastrous sequence for them here offensively. At this point, Mike, possessions are going to become very limited. The entire stadium knows you're going to pass. Okay, you got to protect your quarterback. Give your team a chance to come from behind and win this one.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. This is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. First and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3. and that's going to lead to third down. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling. Throwing is VIVO. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Finding his tight end, Bellinger. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Now, faking the give. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants stretch things out even further. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. McLeod now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, here is Penix. He runs with it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's complete to McLeod. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That one is caught by Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Penix gonna throw again. Open man down the field, Mooney. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It is a big play there for the Falcons. And even 30 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Penix. This is caught at the 2. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he will do it himself. He's in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons will get just a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. The Giants sending out their punter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw. It's Penix. There's that man again. Another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Penix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He needed 13 and got 14 for the 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
He got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking?
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 2nd down, Penix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That'll be caught by McLeod. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just...
And now the referee, looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. On comes Patterson for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll run with Tracy. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.